Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in, you guys. I know everybody's going to say, you didn't come on Monday. I'm going to tell you guys real quick. We're going to get in this conversation because I want to get into this conversation. First of all, we're not on Petition today. My personal phone, the one that I do everything on, it shut down. And so it's in the shop and I won't get it back until Thursday or Friday. So, like my thumbnails is going to be like crazy. I didn't even see a thumbnail, to be honest with you. I downloaded one, but I think it's because it's the kids' picture. They didn't let it go upload. But nevertheless, I'm cool with it, But my phone is down, so I'm a little sad about that. But that's why we're not on Petition. That's the only reason why we're not on Petition. I mean, it just did a glitch, went black, and that settles that. I haven't had my phone since Monday, and today's Wednesday, and I can wait till Thursday or Friday to get it back. So it may not even be here by Friday, but I'm not going to worry about it. This is April. We're in the month of April. Today's April the 5th. It is Humpback Day. How you guys doing? Okay, let me see. I see Paula. She done said hello. And I see Diane. She in there. She said hello. I see Lisa Taylor. She said hello. Amari, Miss Philly G was first in the building. We got Lisa in the house. We got Nancy. We got Sugar Mama done came in here. She done throw 20. And I was going to let you guys know. We're starting to get ready for our Christmas in July. So any $5 or more, every time there's $5, you get a ticket. So Sugar Mama, I'm going to get you 4 tickets here. She been gone for a while. She said, I'm back. So we got a couple of things going on. I really want to get in this conversation, you guys. I got some things to share. I've been talking about this case almost every day. I mean, every day. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of like going both ways on it. First I was like, no, no, no. I mean, I'm still feeling like I heard something today I want to share with you guys. And when I get my phone back, oh man, we're gonna have some deep conversations about this, because this case is gonna take a long time. So Sugar Mama, I got 4 tickets right here. I'm just gonna keep them together right there. Thank you for the super chat. We always appreciate when you come in the building. She said, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm back. I'm back. Thank you. Okay. I see Valerie Montgomery, member for 21 months. You go, girl. I see you in the building, Freddie. I see you, Amari. I love you and I miss you too, Monday. I see some of the things that you guys are saying up in the building. I can't see it all, but just believe, I'm trying. I got 4 eyes, but that doesn't mean that it makes me any better that I can see some stuff. Now, I'm going to share with you guys something. And if you guys want to come up or call in and say what you want to say, trust me, I'm going to be all ears. I really don't want to say a lot on this case because, like I said, I heard some things today. I like to talk to certain people that I talk to that has certain titles, and we have this chemistry when we talk about these children. And I don't know if they heard some things I heard. So I've heard the things that they heard, but it's a whole different ballgame. This is what we realized something. And I was talking to Lisa on something. And she was listening to what all we were saying. And then she went and heard it for herself. And she said, now I understand. You can't just listen to what people say, because the way they interpret it or way they explain it may not be how you perceive it. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that anybody lying or anything, but the way they perceive it and they add or took out or didn't put or didn't know where the emphasis on certain subjects or how it was said or meant or whatever. So when she went and heard it for herself, she was like, now I understand. This is why we share links with people in here, not to go give them to other creators, which I've seen some of you guys doing that. That's a no. Let them go find it themselves. Okay. Anyway, I found a good link, you guys. So when I get my phone, I'm not going to tell nobody where it's at. And we're going to go through this like a fine-tooth comb. We're going to be looking like we're getting a perm. We're going to go through it. Let me tell you, I heard something. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. I had already talked to everybody that I know today. And everybody knows kind of pretty much, April is not the month for me. If you guys know that, April is not the month for me. So if you don't hear from me, I'm trying to stay away because I'm in arguments with people. My phone is breaking. I'm really cops coming to the house. I'm telling y'all, I'm going through. You understand what I'm saying? And this is not the time, because you will get the business. You say, oh, SB, you ain't never talked that way. Let me tell you something. I don't play in April. I don't want to be bothered with no shenanigans and bull crap and all playing games. I don't play. I just want to be left alone. If you ain't real, don't come spitting game and talking to me and conversating with, because I'm not finna play with you. I just want to be, for some reason people think October is the demonic month or the bad spirits called Halloween and all that. If you really look it up in, Hebrew and all of this other stuff, they have so many months. Our months is not correlated with their months over there. It's actually April where you find all the bad things happen. So just leave me alone. Because, like I said, somebody almost got the business yesterday, right here in my house. I said, I almost went to jail, you guys. I don't care. And that's the way I feel about it. It's like, hey, anyway, back to what I was saying. And some people don't understand what I'm saying when I'm saying, April, be very precautious, because a lot of real bad things happen in April because of what it is really stand for. See, when you don't know and you thinking it's October, you looking at October and y'all dressing up at Halloween or something. No, it's April. It's April, you guys. You have all these things. You have Texas Waco thing going on. You have the Denver school thing going on. You have the Oklahoma bombing. You have it's so much. The guy that took out all the Jews and everything, whatever, Hitler, whatever, his birthday. Everybody's honoring things of that nature in April. I'm giving y'all a little. Anyway, you can say I'm crazy or whatever. You'll figure it out one of these days. That I'm telling you, April come, kind of just chill. Kind of just go to your own little corner and try to chill, because you're going to deal with a lot of cray-cray, okay? I'm dealing with them all the time. But I'm dealing with them a lot more right now. Like I said, I'll let you in on a little thing. My new neighbor, me and her arguing, hollering at each other. She told me that I had her kids in my backyard and I need to get my spirits out of her house. I'm not finna play with you. Why are all these people trying to move by me? You know what? I'm really disappointed, and I just want to move. I want to move more out in the country. I'm serious. I want to move more out in the country. I don't want to live by nobody. I want to have 5 miles or maybe 2 miles before I get to my next neighbor. I don't want walking distance. You walk into my yard and doing all this and hey, you better back the F up, because I ain't playing with you. Anyway, you guys, let's get into the topic. So Freddie won the giveaway and she got half of her stuff. She got her money. She's like, oh my God. She, because she told me to cash app her. So she got her money. She said, oh my God. She was like, I wasn't expecting that. But she got that. And then, and now that she knows that, some things done happen in my life and some other stuff too that I'm not going to get into, that, I haven't even sent the egg yet, but I got it ready to go. But I'm trying to, my kids can't get in touch with me because my main phone is off. My business is, I can't conduct business when this phone right here, this is for you guys. But my main phone, where I clock in and clock out and talk to my boss and we communicate and all of that, that shuts down my income. So, hey, that's got to stop. And I got to take care of this until I can get that taken care of. But I just told y'all what's going on. Hey, Sonya Watts, how you doing? Anyway, you guys, and the other thing, Diesel's doing great. He's searching and he's finding stuff, but I'll talk about that another day. I want to talk about these kids. So they did the opening statements, and I heard some things that I first thought that the California Police Department and the Bakersfield Police Department, I kind of, the way when people were, when I read it and when somebody tell me, or, I didn't see the first beginning of it. Well, guess what? I seen the beginning of it right before I came in here today. And you know what? I think that they're doing, at first I thought I was just slamming them. I was like, they're going to lose, this is going to be sad. Everybody's getting their hopes up and blah, 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 But I literally went through it with a fine-tooth comb. That's why I say, you guys, we will be able to do that too. And you know what? I think they're doing a wonderful job. I don't know how you guys think about it, but I think that they're doing a wonderful job explaining. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I'm not trying to change what gives. I believe that they're doing a wonderful job because they're laying everything out and they're showing the inconsistencies of what Trezell is saying and what Jackie is saying, because Trezell said that the kids walked out the house. Okay. And then when they get there, they saying, but the gate was closed. When the police got there, they was like, well, who closed the gate? And he was like, well, Jackie closed the gate. And Jackie's like, no, Trezell closed the gate. Well, who closed the gate? Who closed the gate? That's number one. Number two, the gate's so heavy, 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds can't pick the gate up because it drags on the ground. And so you got to lift it up. Because you know how when you have a gate and it leans down, and I got a gate like that too. And my grandson cannot walk out the gate. Now he can push it if he push it long enough, push, and everything. It can do it, but you're gonna make a lot of noise. You make a lot of movement and all this other stuff, and then the gate will open. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you got to be determined. You're gonna be making some noise. Here's the main thing. So the neighbor across the street. Some people didn't hear. And I need someone to call in because I was sharing this with a friend of mine. And I told my friend that the person that lives across the street, he said he was 19 years old when he bought the house. He works at NASA. He moved to he moved from California to Texas. And she didn't hear none of that. She did not hear none of that. And I was like, it is not what I read. It's what I heard. So I believe that even though that we're thinking that we're hearing it all or we heard it all, I don't think we're hearing it all, you guys, because that person didn't hear none of that. And sometimes we might got busy and we was doing something and it went so quick. Because guess what? I heard today. I heard, and this is very significant, that they have 3 different times that is very, very, you better pay attention. One was 5:12. 5:12. The other one was 5:38. The other time is 5:51. Okay, so the neighbor that lives across the street, his camera is probably emotional camera, motion, time sensitive with motion. So if there's movement, his camera starts recording. Not like my camera. My camera records all day long. Movement or not, it's recording. But if there's movement, his camera starts recording. This is very, very significant. His camera caught time at 5:19. 5:19, guess what? Trezell was outside picking up wood and stick. Trezell was outside. Hey, Gail, I see you in the building. Hey, Zena. Trezell was outside picking up stick for wood or whatever. He was out there. He was going in and out, and he was going in and he was going out. He was going in and he was going out. At 5:19. Then 5:38, you can see Trezell coming back from. And I don't know why you can't see Trezell when he leaves. I don't know. They didn't say you see Trezell leaving. They said you could see 5:38, 5:39, whatever it was. He was coming back from looking for the kids. And at 5:51, you can see the police come arrive. Now, my question to that is, that tells me that it's good, but there's a problem if you didn't pick him up getting in the car. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey, Jennifer, what's going on? I see you in the building. Margie McDonald, what's going on? I have you, lady. Freddie. Anyway, so that's a problem to me. That's a problem. If anybody else see a problem with that, that's a problem. Now, I'm going to say this. I hope somebody calls me, call in. Somebody put the number in there because I know nobody don't remember. But I started listening to it again, and it broke. It is going to break everybody's heart when the kids get up there on the stand. The kids get up there on the stand. It's gonna break everybody's heart because the mama was like, tell the boys they ain't gotta talk, tell them they ain't gotta say nothing, they need an attorney, because she knows the attorney gonna tell them shut up, don't say nothing. But here's the thing. Jacqueline was saying on September the 18th was the last time anybody. Okay, so they were doing some. Last time they seen Classic and Sincere, and they were doing some errands with Wanda, and they went out to Wanda's house. The kids wasn't with them there. The kids wasn't with them. And so Wanda thinking that the kids was with the grandma, her mama, her mama. And her mama's like, I ain't seen them kids. And so first the kids was like, they ain't seen the kids, and they all saying that they ain't seen these kids in a while, and the last time they seen them, but then they go back and say they were there one day. But they did have a cadaver dog pick up scent. A cadaver dog pick up scent, but was confused. That's why they digged up the backyard. It's because that cadaver dog, the cadaver dog name is Sadie, but was confused because they didn't never find no bones, no nothing. Okay. Candy said, yeah, her mama didn't even know them babies' names. No, she did not. So that was something that I got out of there. And but here's something else. And I don't really want, like if somebody's angry about what I'm saying, but I can't remember. Remember we had a person that reached out to us and told us that they had seen them kids and they had seen them at the store. And it was before Christmas. They were saying something about Jackie. We're going to call her Jack. We're not going to call her Jacqueline no more. Because, the guy, the police officer that interviewed her, that put his hand on her thigh, he didn't call her Jacqueline. He called her Jackie. So we'll call her Jackie too. And they made sure, and guess what? I didn't hear this. I seen it for myself. They showed, and I'm not telling y'all my resources. I'm not going to tell y'all my resources. But this officer put his hand on Jackie's thigh. And they left it up there for a long time. I mean, like say for instance, this is my thigh. This is my back thigh. This is my inner thigh. That's hurting. That's going to be very hurtful. That's going to be very hurtful. He was trying to console her because she was emotional. That's not how you do an interview with a young lady. I'm not talking about the truck driver friend that saw them with two women. I'm talking about the young lady that seen him at the store. I have even, I'm just saying. She's very convincing to me. When I say very, very convincing to me, that's why I have to keep like, I can't sway and be like, I do believe, but I mean, after hearing what I heard today, I kind of was like, dang, the cadaver dog did sense something. That's scary to me. That's very scary to me. But the person that I spoke to that has seen these kids at the store, I am very convinced. See, when you out there in the desert, I mean, there's a lot of bodies out there in the desert if you really want to know something. I mean, back in the day, that's where they used to take people, and you would not be found for years and years and years. Who took the picture and why? It wasn't a picture. It was recorded. It wasn't a picture. It was recorded. So they must have paused and said, look at his hand. And it was like, he said, I don't remember. I remember touching her knee. But they put it on the screen. And while the defense spoke, everybody's looking at this man's hand on Jackie's thigh. And it wasn't in an appropriate way. Yes, that's going to be The Rock. But because you know why? Because Jackie sometimes said that the kids was with her when the kids went to grandma's house, when they were doing all this moving and stuff. But remember when Wanda went to the house to watch the kids so that Trezelle and Jackie could do all this moving and stuff? She said it was only but 4 kids in. Yep. They still see Elvis and Tupac too. Well, I seen Tupac not too long ago, so. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. But if that's true about sighting around the holiday, how does that make sense about them saying he was throwing up and losing color? Wasn't that in September? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. But just because you throw up and lose color doesn't mean that that's death. See, that's what I say to some people, and people get mad. It's like, I want to believe that they did. Well, I'm saying that I mean, I believe that there could be a possibility that there may not be. I got something to say. I got one thing to say. Hold on. Yes, this is SP. I'm good.
So what they're saying now that they inspired black businesses?
Huh?
You said they done seen the boys, somebody done seen the boys?
No, this was about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, man, that would have been all over the news. And this cop or whoever this was said they hand on Jackie Senior Court.
Right. I don't know what that was about. No, that was back when they first came up missing. Okay. That's what's all we were talking about. Like, I was telling the people that person was very believable because they swore to God. They was like, I put it on Jesus, and I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I still got the recording of the full conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I was trying to hear at the end. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I still got the full conversation, and they went to that store. And yeah, and so, well, you say it's strange, but
yeah, well, hey, people say they put it on God. It don't matter to them. Some people don't realize. Hey, I wouldn't say something like that and swearing on God.
Exactly. Don't play with God, or you know what? Because hey. Now but some people can make mistakes or whatever. But
yeah, that's true.
But but check it out. What?
Yeah, double check. I would have been like, hey, her head. I wonder if they put the pictures and stuff out because, like I told you, every time when they first came, I was looking at every little boy I seen. Hey, look at license plates and stuff. That's way down here, but they could be in Timbuktu. But I don't believe they're alive. I do not.
Yeah.
Unless they were sold off the track scene or something. But no, something would have came up by now.
Right.
Too long.
Yeah.
This he must want to try to throw the case on because she was out too. If people looking at that, who got his hand on her leg, was she injured or something?
No.
Let's see. I would have been hollering out in court. No, hey, this deputy is up here. Talk to me. You know, or she was scared.
Right.
That's crazy. That's good. Hey, I'm gonna need you to do some check when you get finished with this. Check your cash app and let me know if something came through.
Okay.
Nobody was showing me how to do cash app to y'all, so I hope I ain't sent it to the wrong person.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get back in the chat.
All righty.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, Gail is in the chat and she says, remember somebody said that the boys was at the party. Well, we put that out because we had family member down there that went to that party. And see, you guys are sharing information that we actually brought out and shared with you guys. But I know you don't remember that, but it's true. Because I remember when guest comes on and I've talking to them and I've spoken to them, I interview them, and I know who they are. I remember what they said, and I know, you know, hey, what's going on? Hey.
How you doing, NC? How's everybody doing this evening?
Doing all right. What's going on?
Okay, what I want to know is, have anybody heard whether or not Wanda is still in business as far as adopting a child or having something like a daycare or whatever?
No, Wanda moved, and I don't know where she moved to. I haven't been following Wanda because I believe, and this is just my only thinking, Wanda knows a lot more than just, oh, I didn't see the kids. I don't know. She knows the cover up.
Oh yeah.
If they sold the kids or if they took the kids out, she knows.
Okay. You think they subpoena her?
Yeah, they're going to subpoena her, but she's acting like she just ain't seen them kids. But I guarantee you she knows because the times that they were with Wanda and taking her here and doing errands and she's babysitting the kids and they going to the store, you ain't asked about them other two kids. Like, where the heck are they?
Because, you know, her son already told her mama knows.
Mama gonna ask.
Yeah.
Mama gonna ask.
And she wants the truth. What happened to the kids? Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I was calling in just to ask that question, you know, about grandma.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about grandma. You know, I could say this because I believe it without a doubt. I don't say this, but with everything in my body, she knows. She knows if the kid's been sold. She knows if the kids are gone. She knows. And you know, people will say, here's the bad thing about when the police investigated the situation, okay?
Okay.
This what makes them look bad. They out there in Cali City, and there's 41 child predators in that area. 41. They go to 4 houses. 2 didn't get no answer. 1, they were probably talking to a family member, and the other one, they didn't know who they were talking about. And they didn't go no more. They only went to 4. That's what's going to make them look bad.
Well, you know what? I don't think they really started digging until you called the mayor.
No, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the closing arguments. I mean, not the closing, but the opening arguments on the defense and the prosecutor.
Okay.
And everything that the prosecutor is saying, I'm definitely in agreement with it. Like all the red flags is there right at the beginning. They don't got no kids' footprints. Everybody on YouTube, I had to tell y'all, shut up. Even this girl was trying to tell me something. We getting all involved. And I said, okay, I got one question to ask you because I want to believe that you know what you're talking about. So I asked her, you guys, if you remember, I said, so what's the dog's name? She said, Chalk. I said, get out of here. Because see, I know the dog's name. But see what I'm saying? If you know so much, what's the dog's name? And she said Chalk. That's one person going from one channel to another channel, spreading what they saying. And I see what I'm saying? And I mean, it got mad at me too. I just told her get out. Matter of fact, I think we were on live when I told her, okay, goodbye. We're done. Because I know Chalk is not a dog.
They were playing with Chalk. My friend children did when they were small and just called Chalk.
It made me mad. Talking to somebody and they got all the answers. Then you ask them one simple question. What's the dog name? Since you know Jackie and you know Trezelle and this, that, and the other and everything. I said, what's the dog name? Chalk. And that's how you get information twisted and you steady spreading it. Because everybody wanted to throw themselves into this equation. I didn't want to throw myself in this equation. This is something I did not even want to hear about. I'm just being honest with you. There's certain things that I keep trying to put in my head to not say. Because somebody's going to take it disrespectfully. But how can you get mad at me if I'm still having hope that these kids is alive? That's stupid to me. It's like, why do you want to wish these kids dead? Get mad all you want. Why do you want to wish these kids dead? I may not will ever believe that this child, I don't feel the same way about Cody. I believe Cody is already, that's it. And I don't know why, but I just do. But these kids, I still believe in hope for them. Because there was a car that drove by. There was a car that drove by.
Yes, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, if the camera didn't pick up Trezelle leaving the house, couldn't the camera not pick up two little kids that probably crawled or somebody came from the other side and grabbed them or whatever and took a brush thing and brushed their footprints so nobody could see, just grab them and or got two people to go do it or whatever?
I don't believe they moved with them to Cali City. Or maybe they did until they just, that case just threw up in the air and like they just want to see where it lands, you know.
Exactly. Hey, I know you're getting ready to leave, but did you get your money, girl?
Yeah, I got my $100, girl. Yes, I did. And the store will be here either Thursday or Friday. Ooh, thank you, Lord Jesus. I can start back to doing my cooking and yes, Lord, my cornbread and all.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
I'm gonna get your egg out to you really soon because I just had a hiccup.
I know how that works. It's no problem.
That's why I'm so glad I didn't say 2 or 3 eggs, because with me not having a phone, I feel like I'm naked.
Okay.
You know, like I don't even want to go out the house without my phone.
Yeah. Your communication.
Yeah. I had problems last night. I had to try to call my boss on the other phone, and he was like, "Who is this?" So yeah, I just tell somebody else, hey, call the boss and tell them we sending somebody out to emergency. They're not breathing, whatever. And they're like, oh, you trusting me? No, I'm not trusting you. I don't have my phone, and they're going to see my phone number. They're not going to answer or blah, blah, blah. You know, just do it, you know. So, yeah. So I'm going to sit down. You know, I'm going to sit down. Okay.
I would have came up, you know, Fred in the dark, but, you know, the stream came up once I had called him.
Right. That's okay.
All right, baby. Everybody have a blessed day.
All righty. You too.
Bye.
Bye. So anyway, you guys, I do know that, you know, the family had this meeting, and I don't know what all took place. I was invited and all this, but I had to work. And California time and my time is a little different. And at that time, I was in report. I couldn't even just put it in my ear and listen. So I didn't go. I'm just letting you guys know I didn't go to the Zoom meeting. I'm glad that you know, I was invited, but you know, I mean, I want you guys to know that don't get discouraged because the police is looking, they're looking, you know, they're going to look bad. That's the whole ideal of the defense, to defend their client. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you that I couldn't understand, and I'm going to say this right now because I know when I get off the phone, I'm going to get a phone call and say, hey, But I had to go back and look at what happened in the opening because I didn't remember them saying anything about the CPS. The CPS lady supposedly had a video of these two kids. The defense said this, that there is a video of these two kids walking down the street. Then he turns around and say, but, you know, the prosecutors ain't going to tell you that. They didn't go to the sidebar right then. He finished his whole conversation and went to talking about the woman that called and said that they seen these kids in Texas, and she asked him what their name was, and one said Class is Sincere, and then he said, no, your name is Derek. And then they said sidebar. So I don't know if the sidebar has to do with what the CPS lady said about a video. Gil, I'm just saying. I mean, how do you know? Because they didn't call that sidebar right after. The defense attorney started talking about the lady that seen these kids and asked their name, and then they said sidebar. And I was like, so I don't know if the judge kind of said, hey, don't let that come out your mouth anymore. You can't bring that in if you don't have no evidence. Because you see what I'm saying? You have to go back, and I got it. Somebody say, well, I don't understand what you're saying. But I kind of wish that we could just go in through the video and go through it. But I mean, you know. I mean, hey Tina, how you doing? Hey Soldier Girl, how you do? There is no such video, non-existent. Okay, district attorney gave Jacqueline lawyer the footage. No boys walking down street. Okay, so anywho's, why would the defense even throw that out there and then not have no video? That would really make them look bad to say, okay, the defense said that there was going to be a video of 2 kids walking down the street. Did they show you guys 2 kids walking down the street? See, they can say things that they can't back it up. That would look very bad on the defense. They got to have something to even make them say a statement like that. I know how it works and everything. I'm just saying that looks really bad. The judge didn't say strike that comment or you guys strike that comment. The judge didn't say that. The judge didn't say that. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
So, you talking about the video?
We're talking about whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I think that the video was that statement was put out there just to put reasonable doubt into the outlet.
Right.
Because it was said, and there was a lot of miscommunication at the beginning. And I think that was just one more thing that the defense attorney wanted to throw out there to give the jury something to, to think about.
Right. But why did he say the CPS worker?
Because that's where that statement came from. The statement came from CPS saying in their report that there was a video of the boys walking down the street, and that was untrue.
Mm-hmm.
And so nobody knew where that statement came from. Nobody knew why she said that. And even when they went back to the report, they couldn't, no one could get his details of why that was in there. So hopefully that report will be brought up.
You know what I was so happy about, because the defense attorney says, Jackie and Trezell, they are artists and he's a producer and they make $4,000 a month taking care of kids and this, that, and he made it sound like it would sound good. Like what they were doing, they were good people. That's what he made it sound like. So I get it. I understand. And then the prosecutor was like, they make $4,000 a month off of these kids, which 2 of them is missing. They make $1,000 per child. So they were breaking it. The prosecutors literally broke it down. What the defense has said. So I think they did a pretty good job. I really do.
They did a good job, and I think it's going to all be challenging, but we're just getting into the witnesses.
Right. So and they said that it was going to probably, they're really saying it's going to take a long time.
Right. They're forecasting that the trial won't end until June.
Yeah. And then I was told that they're just not going to put any more cases on docket until this is done, just to make sure. It's not like it's definitely going to take until June, because they can, and when they get done with witness and closing statements, they're done. If you only got 2 more witnesses and you only got 2 more witnesses, guess what? Closing arguments, and then you're done. And they go back to court in April the 10th.
Have we seen any witnesses for the defense yet? I don't think so. I think we've only seen a couple of witnesses for the prosecution.
Right. Now, did you hear that the one guy that lived across the street, where did he work at?
They said that he worked at NASA.
And how old was he?
19.
Okay. See, I was sharing with somebody. I heard that. Not heard it from a person, but I heard it for myself. And they hadn't heard it. And I said, well, you haven't heard, then you haven't heard all the videos then. I mean, you're missing something somewhere because they said that. I heard the guy say he worked at NASA and he was 19 when he bought the house and he stayed there for a year and da 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 and all this other stuff and how he went across the street to because his wife's tired, whatever, and this, that, and the other.
He needed to see if he could borrow an air compressor, and Giselle and him did not have one.
Exactly. I
want to know, what does everyone think about the alleged two fires that occurred in Wanda's backyard?
Oh, God, I thought you was.
If anyone, what do you think about that?
Well, they didn't say nothing about Sadie finding anything or getting a hit in Wanda's backyard. They did say that Sadie had a hit, but was kind of confused in the backyard of Trezell and them. They didn't find a bone or nothing. But you got to remember, a dog gonna descend. If you remove the body, the scent is still there.
Excuse me. And wouldn't that be the reason to burn the seat if the body had been on that seat?
Yeah.
And if you burnt it fairly completely and then got rid of it, there wouldn't be, the metal part, there wouldn't be anything there for the dogs to smell, right?
No, it would.
If the sheet was burned completely, because you can burn the plastic part completely, right?
Yeah, but the smell of I think a body, a cadaver, whether it's burnt, doused with oil and all this other stuff, that dog can still smell that.
Okay. Maybe it's good.
I don't. We'll ask, but I'm pretty sure they could, because I didn't even know that dog can even smell in water. They have dogs that search in water, and I didn't even know that until Diesel come along and they was like, yeah, we got dogs that search in water. I was like, really?
So do you think that, and if I'm correct, there were two fires allegedly?
I don't know. I just wasn't really looking at that part of the equation because
Well, I know that you're trying to hold out hope, and I admire you for that. That the boys are here somewhere.
I mean, that would make sense to burn stuff, to burn evidence. It would make sense,
Right, and so my thought on that was that you had two fires because allegedly, according to the children's testimony,
It don't have to be that the kids was dead. It could have been the kids was in that car or vehicle or whatever.
Right, but allegedly it happened at two different times.
Or blood could have spilled or vomit or something. So yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying it isn't possible. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I just did. There's everybody's gonna have a theory.
Right.
So I listen to it, and I say it. It's always a possibility.
Right. I was just asking what did everybody think. That just always sticks in my mind.
Well, there's a lot of stuff sticks in my mind about this case. It's just, it's sad. It's just, You know, like I cannot. Here. This is the only thing I'm gonna say. I cannot. I'm serious. I cannot wrap my head around the thought. This is what I got to get over. If a kid died on an accident, or you did it on purpose, either one or two, pick your poison. It doesn't matter to me. But then after that, you killed the other one down, a couple of weeks later. That don't make sense to me.
Because this is my thought. One of them was already kind of a crybaby.
Exactly.
And so if now his brother's deceased by whatever reason, he's trying constantly for his brother. So who knows who got aggravated and tried to make him set up or whatever, and what transpired. You know, I mean, that's the way that the scenario kind of tries to play out in my head. That the last one that might have made it to Cali City in the 4 days was probably the one that cried all the time. And imagine if the only thing that you had in this world that made you feel safe was your brother, and you wake up one morning and now he's not there, you're going to cry every night.
Right. And remember, one of the kids said that Jackie, I'm going to say it. I know somebody's going to get mad at me, but I am going to say it. Because you know what? I'm only repeating. I'm just a messenger. But one of the kids said that Jackie, he asked where Orson was at. And he said, Jackie said, they went back to live with their grandmother. She said, but she said, their grandmother, their family.
Right. Yeah, that was it. But didn't she also say, it's act like they never lived here?
Yeah, she did say that also. I'm going to play just a recording of the defense. And then Friday when we come, I'll play the recording of the prosecutor or whatever.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, I'm going to get back down in the chat so you can do that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, SP. You have a great day.
All right. You too. Before we get off of here, you guys, because I know some of you guys don't go and search and look for stuff, but oh yeah, they wouldn't put the picture up there. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I just seen what they put up there. Whatever. Hold on. I want you guys to listen to this. Yeah, I had the boys' picture and I probably need to find another picture. Here we go.
And their two sons are missing. Their sons, Oren and Orson, are missing. And we're here because it's easier to charge them than for them to explain why they couldn't find them. They've been married 12 years in March. Trizette will explain, you'll hear in the interview, that when he first met Jacqueline, her understanding of love and their love together changed his whole perspective on things. It changed how he saw religion. He goes into it with the detectives. That love manifested into a little family of 8. And they were proud of the life they had built and moved out to the desert and got themselves a little house. This is COVID times. Some people hoard toilet paper. Some people drink and knit. And other people's kind of moved on from urban areas because they saw the system come to a halt. That is what the West did. They went out to Cal City to try to be self-reliant. And let's face it, out in Cal City, they are unique. They are a biracial family of 8 made up of couples of brothers that are also biracial. They are an artist and a producer who are trying to be self-reliant out in Cal City, who homeschool their children, and yes, primarily make $4,000 a month to support that family of 8 for taking care of children none of us were taking care of. And this is suspicious to Cal City. And you can see that from the start of this investigation. This is all suspicious to them. It's also comes to oddness sometimes. You can see in the interviews when they talk to Cal City, sometimes they say some odd things, but they are always forthright. They are always sharing everything with Cal City PD because they want to be removed as suspects so they can find their boys. And sometimes they say some things that are true, but Cal City doesn't want to hear. In the spirit of openness, Jackie explains sometimes she forgets their anniversary. That's a Trezell thing. Trezell explains it is easy and more hygienic to sit down when he pees. That is the level of openness they are giving Cal City PD so they can check them off and find their kids. They started adopting because they heard about brothers that get torn apart in the system. They didn't know family members who get separated in the system. And Trezell, working as a security guard, realizes all he's getting done is getting paid to stop homeless people from stealing food, and decides, you know what, why don't I spend my time trying to help kids? And when he gets there, he starts to realize there's not a lot of males in the system, let alone males of color, let alone black males who are going to be fathers to black children in the system. He tells this to detectives. That is why he got involved. So he also explains to the detective that once you get involved, after about 60 some odd kids come ripping in and out of your house, after a teenager puts hands on you in your own house, you start to feel different. You have to kind of compartmentalize. And Jacqueline says the same thing. And because of this, they love their children, but love that gets drugged through the system is a little bit different. Cal City doesn't like that. And they'll say it in the interview. And although they have no experience with adoption or fostering, they don't really like some of the answers they're getting. Trezell explains the reason why he got Oren and Orson and why he was so proud of them is they were 2 little black boys just like him. And he was going to be a father to them, and he was going to raise them and be there for them. And then he's in his backyard and they go missing. And now he's sitting here on trial. Because they can't answer where the boys went. And they can't account for this. This is the video as explained in the opening. We know up in here, this is not as good. The TV's gone, but my body would have blocked the TV. You're going to get a chance to see this. We'll go through this later. As we've heard, we're going to review all this footage. Up in here, we know that is where Mr. West is doing yard work. Let's start this. This is getting around the time, right? The mark when we know. And we know that Mr. West turns the lights on once they've realized the children are missing. I want you to look right up here. You see some light. Something going on right here. And keep paying attention because eventually whatever's causing that's going to show itself. Because Mr. West says once he knows it happened all so fast, he's telling officers he thinks it might be 3 minutes, which they don't like. So the light source is back, and now what's causing that reveals itself. That is a car going down 108, leaving the area. This is the West house. That's a car leaving the area about at the end of the block from their house. You will now notice we're in the time, Mr. Smith pointed out, the 6:20 where he leaves to start to begin that the boys are missing. And we're about a minute out from this light turning on. So, they can't explain that. I'm willing to bet most officers don't even know about that. see in the interviews. They think the 3-minute estimate he gives them is too small. You hear him talk about it. About a minute out from that car leaving, we know the light goes on when they started to realize that they are not in the yard and they are not inside. It's about a minute and a half from when that car went by. Something else they don't have answers for. There's give or take 41 registered sex offenders in Cali City. It means 41 individuals we put on a list because they are a risk to children. They don't talk to any until January 1st. That's not the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st. I'm not going to put this down, but you know the first comes next. That's when they talk to sex offenders. And all of them know. They went to 4 houses. They talked to 2. One, they talked to the person's mom. That apparently was enough for them. And then they talked to a roommate. The others, they don't have an answer for that. Before they ever do this, they get a call from someone named Hector Rodriguez. He tells them he's got information. He wants to talk to an agent. He's worried for his safety. He tells them you need to check a house in Blythe. But I need someone to talk to me. They check the house in Blythe. They don't ever contact them. Hector Rodriguez, with that same birth date, is a sex offender in Kern County who's been out of compliance since 2009. They don't talk to him. He went to them. Got glossed over a little bit, but there is, in the initial paperwork from CPS, when this is starting to develop, as well as in official filings, the definitive statement, there is video footage of the children walking down the street. And now everyone's like, well, you'll see them. No one really knows where that came from. No one knows who said it, why it's written so definitively. They'll tell you they wrote that, meaning that's like a suggestion of something they're hoping to find. It's pretty definitive. It's in a court filing. They won't be able to explain that. A woman in Texas called them. It's fine. Okay.
Hold on. So did you guys hear that? So he finished. Yeah, this is SP.
Hey, Miss SP, it's Val again. Did you check your cash app?
No.
Oh, gosh. Okay, you right?
No, I'm still live.
Oh, I'm real sorry. Okay, well, check it when you do. Let me know.
Okay.
Okay, because I thought it just went off. Okay, thanks.
All right. I'm not gonna play anymore right now, but did you guys hear him say this pedophile named Hernandez or whatever contacted them, said he got some information about this house and he's a sex offender. They didn't go contacting him. He contacted them. Just something to think about, you guys. You guys understand? Did you hear what I said? They went to the house. But why would this sex offender there contact them and tell them about this house? See, everybody's taking out the equation that these kids could be sold because they're black. But there is some people that will buy little black kids, people that can't have kids, gay couple, a woman that can't have kids. She don't care what color the kid is. A kid is a kid. What's the SO? I don't know if I can. Somebody called in and when they called in, it starts over or something. But I'll try to find it, but I'm gonna see if it'll lead me to it. That's why I kind of was like, let me see. Let me try one. I did want to play that, just that little part before I get off. I did want to play it real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Hold on. I found it. We are abbreviating SO. SO. You.
Hey, gentlemen, this is there's not a lot of males in the system, let alone males of color, let alone black males who are going to be fathers to black children in the system. He tells this to detectives. That is why he got involved. He also explains to the detective that once you get involved, after about 60 some odd kids come ripping in and out of your house, after a teenager puts hands on you in your own house, you start to feel different. You have to kind of compartmentalize. Jacqueline says the same thing. And because of this, they love their children, but love that gets drugged through the system is a little bit different. Cal City doesn't like that. And they'll say it in the interview. And although they have no experience with adoption or fostering, they don't really like some of the answers they're getting. Trezell explains the reason why he got more divorced and why he was so proud of them is they were two little black boys just like him. And he was going to be a father to them, and he was going to raise them and be there for them. And then he's in his backyard and they go missing. And now he's sitting here on trial. Because they can't answer where the boys went. They can't account for this. This is the video I explained in the opening. We know up in here, this is not as good. The TV's gone, but my body would have blocked the TV. You're going to get a chance to see this. We'll go through this later. As we've heard, we're going to review all this footage. Up in here, we know that is where Mr. West is doing yard work. Let's start this.
So they do got a video of him doing yard work.
And we know that Mr. West turns the lights on once they realize the children are missing. Why don't you look right up here? See some light. Something going on right here. Keep paying attention because eventually whatever's causing that's going to show itself. Because Mr. West says once he knows it happened all so fast, he's telling officers he thinks it might be 3 minutes, which I don't like. See, the light source is back, and now what's causing that reveals itself. That is a car going down 108 leaving the area. This is the West house. That's a car leaving the area about at the end of the block from their house. You will now notice we're in the time Mr. Smith pointed out, the 6:20 where he leaves to start to begin that the boys are missing. And we're about a minute out from this light turning on. So, they can't explain that. I'm willing to bet most officers don't even know about that.
And the clock got on there 6:20.
last minute.
The time is off.
Hear him talk about it.
It's got 1620. It's got 1620 on it, so that's 4 o'clock. 4:20. I'm looking at it.
About a minute out from that car leaving. You know, the light goes on when they've started to realize that they are not in the yard and they are not inside.
They're showing the video that we all watched.
It's about a minute and a half when that car went by. Something else they don't have answers for. There's give or take 41 registered sex offenders in Cal City. It means 41 individuals we put on a list because they are arrested children. They don't talk to any until January 1st. That's not the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st. So I'm not going to put this down, but you know the first comes next. That's when they talk to the sex offenders. And all of them know they went to 4 houses. They talked to 2. One, they talked to the person's mom. That apparently was enough for them. And then they talked to a roommate. The others, they don't have an answer for that. Before they ever do this, they get a call from someone named Hector Rodriguez. He tells them he's got information. He wants to talk to an agent. He's worried for his safety. He tells them you need to check a house in Blythe. But I need someone to talk to me. They check the house in Blythe. They don't ever contact them. Hector Rodriguez, with that same birth date, is a sex offender in Kern County who's been out of compliance since 2009. They don't talk to him.
Okay, y'all heard what I heard. You guys heard what I heard. That's what makes things look bad. This Hector called them and said, hey, I'm feared for my safety, but you need to go check this house over here and such and such. And that same person with the same name, Hector Rodriguez, been out of compliance since 2009 or something, he said. Anyway, you guys, our hour is up. Something that we can all talk about, but we've got another day, which will be Friday. We'll come back on here. We'll hear a little bit more. We're going to go off into what the reason why I didn't finish that is because our time is out, basically. But not only that, it's a lot of stalling in time. We can listen to some more. And you can always go back over this and try to listen to it. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, even in the Cody case, we don't know if they went and talked to some pedophiles over there or something, because people are always going to say, you know, there's pedophiles. In every case where kids is missing, everybody start talking about pedophiles. You know? So, anyway, you guys, be good. Be safe. We're going to talk about this more Friday. Get your thoughts on what you heard. That's why I want to share stuff, because I know some of you guys are not looking for this stuff, or you didn't hear it, or you just waiting to hear what other people say. Hear it for yourself. All right. I want to thank everybody showing up. Make sure you be here Friday. All right. And we are starting to take our super chats for our Christmas in July. We're running a little late, but we got to get it done, you guys. Can't be all on me. So come on and participate, and we'll have Christmas in July, all right? Bye. Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop.
Will be as bright as the sun. Come on, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go
baby,
in?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you.